Deathworlder in gym class, the day the aliens learned respect. Chapter 1, The New Cadet. The gymnasium of the Galactic Academy was vast, lined with reinforced walls and zero-gravity rigs for training exercises. Alien cadets of every shape and size stretched, flexed, and prepped for their daily fitness routines. The instructors prided themselves on toughness. Gym class was no joke. High-intensity obstacle courses, weapon drills, and endurance tests designed to push species to their biological limits. And then came the human. Cadet Mara Rains. Short, lean, unarmored, and smiling. Whispers rippled across the room. Did the council send a child? A sauried cadet hissed. Pink skin, muttered an insectoid. No claws, no carapace. How is this acceptable? Mara didn't answer. She simply tightened her laces, cracked her knuckles, and waited. Chapter 2, Warm-up. The instructor, a hulking Zorith veteran, clapped his hands. Obstacles today. 10 laps of the gravity rings. High wall climbs. Combat mats. Whoever fails, repeats. No exceptions. Cadets groaned. Mara stretched lightly, her movements calm, precise. The others flexed armor plates, stretched claws, or adjusted exoskeleton joints, trying to intimidate, to show dominance. The race began. Chapter 3, The Obstacle Course. The first challenge was the zero-gravity rings, suspended over a pit of sparking energy coils. Most cadets struggled, clawing and gripping, their bodies buffeted by centrifugal force. Mara leaped lightly, swinging smoothly from ring to ring. The insectoids skidded, the saurids missed grips, the Zorith veteran stumbled even as he watched her. By the time she hit the floor, her feet barely dusted it. She sprinted forward to the high wall, scaling it like a predator chasing prey. The room fell silent. Chapter 4, The First Challenge Conquered. Impossible, muttered a reptilian cadet, wiping sweat from his armored brow. She shouldn't be able to climb that. Mara turned and offered a polite nod. Just technique. The instructor raised an eyebrow, impressed. Technique, he said. No. That's not technique. That's something else. Next came the combat mats. Cadets paired off, practicing hand-to-hand maneuvers. Claws and tails flew. Limbs bent in ways Mara didn't have. The saurid in front of her lunged with talons, expecting an easy strike. Mara sidestepped, tripped him with a feint, and slammed him onto the mat. Not hard enough to injure, just enough to demonstrate control. The room erupted in murmurs. Chapter 5, The Respect Builds. By the end of the first hour, Mara had run farther, jumped higher, and moved faster than anyone expected. The alien cadets watched, half in awe, half in disbelief. One young insectoid whispered, She's a human. How can a human do this? Another saurid muttered, She's different. The instructor clapped his hands. Line up. Obstacle relay. Whoever fails repeats. The cadets hesitated. Mara simply stepped to the front. Chapter 6, The Relay. The relay included climbing, running, swimming in simulated toxic atmospheres, and grappling against resistance dummies. Humans were notoriously fragile in controlled environments, but Mara adapted instantly. When the saurid cadet tried to vault over a swinging beam, he misjudged his strength and was flung back. Mara leapt, grabbed the beam, and propelled herself across it like it was air. She landed, rolled, and sprinted forward. Her energy didn't falter. She was smiling. By the time the relay ended, she had set an unofficial record. Even the instructor's jaw had dropped. Chapter 7, Combat Drills. Next came sparring. Cadets were paired according to size and strength. Most humans barely reached shoulder height to the smallest alien species, but Mara faced off against the saurid veteran, double her size. He lunged, claws extended, expecting an easy strike. Mara danced around him. She didn't rely on brute strength, she used his momentum, flipping him onto the mat repeatedly. Even the Zorith veteran stepped forward, impressed. A human can move like that. Mara nodded. I grew up where survival wasn't optional. Technique is learned, but instinct is built into every human. Chapter 8. The Lesson. By the end of the day, the gym was quiet. The cadets no longer whispered insults. They watched Mara as she calmly wiped sweat from her brow. The instructor addressed the room. Today, you learned something. Strength isn't always physical. Speed isn't always measured in meters. And some creatures, humans, possess qualities you can't see in a databook. The cadets absorbed the words. For the first time, many considered humans not as weak prey, but as something dangerous in ways they could not quantify. Chapter 9. The Alien Realization. Later, in the barracks, the Sauried cadets discussed the day. She jumped higher than I thought possible. She can anticipate moves before they happen. She smiled through exhaustion. Did you see her smile? Even the insectoids admitted, grudgingly, humans weren't just survivors. They were relentless, adaptable, and terrifying. Mara returned to her bunk, reading a datapad quietly. The whispers of respect followed her. For the first time, alien cadets weren't laughing at humans. They were learning what it meant to respect one. Chapter 10. The Legacy. By the next week, every cadet in the gym had adjusted. Humans were no longer underestimated. Obstacle courses became harder, training methods more creative. Cadets who once mocked now studied her techniques. The instructor smiled quietly, watching Mara climb yet another wall effortlessly. Some legends, he said to no one in particular, aren't written in history. They're made in gyms. And in the Intergalactic Academy, the legend of the human Deathworlder who taught aliens respect was just beginning.